Hey, it's Waters Chicks.
Hey.
We are sitting here thinking about being selfish.
No.
Selfish. Which for some, that means doing anything that isn't for someone else. That's the definition of selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Like anything that I do has to be for someone else or I'm being selfish. So that's what we're going to talk about. And it's not what you think. So, selfish. You've heard it. You've probably been called it. I've been called it. I've called other people it. But what does that mean? So, if we're going by the accepted definition, it means...
Selfish, you're talking?
Yes.
You threw me. I thought we're doing... God, you're so selfish. Like, we're in the whole video.
How am I throwing it to you? How is that selfish if I'm tossing it over to you? That's the opposite of selfish.
Basically, selfish is when you're not doing what other people want you to do.
Whoa, that was good. So when we came out, we had a lot of people tell us we were selfish because how could you do that to your family? How could you do that? Well, we didn't have a choice. We had to. And it wasn't selfish. It was authentic and it was self-caring. Now, the difference between selfish and self-caring is... Many people don't realize this. You're allowed to take care of yourself and not be selfish. If you're doing something that is good for you and helps you feel authentic and good about yourself, then it's not selfish. The people that call it selfish are the ones who are not accepting or have to change something because now you're doing something else. So, okay, we're both moms, and we have spent many, many years taking care of our children. Every moment has not been devoted to their care and attention because
Feels like it.
Yes, they are do require a lot of time, but we used to go on beach weekends with our friends to get away and recharge. That's great, but nobody ever called us selfish for doing that. As long as it was a little bit of time that didn't totally affect too many people, then it was okay. But coming out, and I hear from a lot of women who are really struggling because they feel so selfish because they're breaking up a family or what do they do about their husband? And you know what? It's okay to want to be who you are or to need to do something for yourself without feeling guilty about it. So our exercise in self-care, and we've all been there and felt guilty, and yeah, this is not a situation that was ideal or pleasant at times, but it's been 6 years. And it's kind of worked itself out. But what's helped it work itself out is that we have continued to make decisions that are based on what's good for us. We consider everything and everybody, but at the end of the day, we have to do what's right for us. Because if we're not taking care of ourselves, anything we touch is not its best.
That is actually a true statement because once you realize that you need to care for yourself, it's not selfish.
No.
And they call it self-care, and that's exactly what it is.
That's what it is. And it's not just another way to get around being selfish.
Right. If you take the time to deal with your emotions or to nurture yourself or to discover who you are, it's just going to make you a better person all the way around. And it's definitely going to make you a better parent.
And it absolutely does. So this month, like I said, it's been 6 years. And we have done a lot of things to help set people up in our family for success, and we're always doing something because that's just how it is. We work for ourselves, so we're always going, and beginning of this month we both kind of hit a wall, right?
Yeah, big time.
Like figuratively, not literally. So in the spirit of being self-caring, we are taking this month off.
What?
I know.
Get out of here.
I know. And it's a deliberate act of self-care because we have been going and everything we do kind of piggybacks. There's never a downtime, and it's caught up with us.
We're always looking for the next thing before we finish
because
the
we
first
don't
thing.
feel like we can stop because we have so many responsibilities, and it's selfish of us to take time off, and it's we can't really do that because who needs us to, well, you know what, it's been a few days and so far nothing bad has happened because we've been taking care of ourselves.
And that's the funny thing, because last video we were trying to take one day not to do anything, and it was so hard.
It was very
hard. And so
hard.
in the true water spirit, we're like, oh, we need to fix
We
that.
literally finished that video, and in the parking lot, we went, there's something seriously wrong here. We need to do something about this. We both had a aha moment at the same time. So that's when we hatched our time off plan. We're not disappearing. We're not going anywhere. And if we do go somewhere, it will be decided at a moment's notice. There's no planning, no stress. So we're trying to decompress. And I don't know how successful. It feels really good so far, but it feels strange to not have something to do and to not be driven by something all the time.
Right.
You know, and just a word of caution that all that trying not to be selfish is also a really good way to distract you from dealing with the stuff you have going on. Staying busy is a really good distraction. So we're kind of stripping the bullshit away here, and both of us are having to
Deal
with some stuff that, you know, it's
No.
not some big stuff, some tiny stuff, you know, it's
Some
just, it's
post-cancery
life.
stuff.
Yes, and just emotional stuff that is not, doesn't fit into the busy lifestyle. So we're doing this in an extreme way. Never done it before, and it feels kind of good. So I'm hoping that at the end of this month, we're going to be ready to get back into it. I think we will. But our message this week is just take some time for yourself, even if it's 5 minutes, and try and remember that if you're burnt out, stressed out, not taking care of yourself physically, mentally, or emotionally, it doesn't matter, selfish or not. Nothing really
Well, when you're in
productive
that
is going to
state,
come.
you can't really care for other people. You really can't make good decisions for yourself or other people.
Right.
It's hard to function.
So instead of functioning from a deficit, try and fill up your tank a little bit and see how things pan out. You know, again, for those of you who have just come out or in the process, it's hard, we know, but you got this. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay, but you have to take care of yourself or it won't be. And
That's true.
It's like a broken windshield. That one shatter, where the rock hits, there's splinters everywhere. And the whole glass breaks from the one spot outward. So just kind of keep that in mind. So hopefully keep following us. We'll have some good stuff we're going to post as we're doing nothing. And it's more
Or
for
not,
our own
because
video.
that might be work.
No, this will be our video journal. How about that?
What
We'll
does
make
your dad
ourselves
say?
accountable.
Because he's retired.
That's a schedule.
That sounds like a
We
schedule.
don't have a schedule. So wishing everybody peace, kindness. Please be good to each other. Try and do something nice for somebody. If nothing else, that's never selfish. So peace.